Hey guys, it's me Kate again. So in this video we'll be talking about all the series I started, I think, yeah, in 2020. So I'm pre-filming this because of a test that I have on the day after this video should go up. So I cannot film it that day because I need to study, and we just are going to not care about the total that this hat is the only Christmassy thing that I own. So these are not in the chronological order as far as I know. So the first is Spellslinger series by Sebastian de Castell. At least the first one is called Spellslinger. I don't know the name of the series. And I read only first two books this year. I'll try and link all the wrap-ups where all of these books show up, so you can go and find my thoughts. I do really like both of these books. This series about Kellan, who is a mage and is just about to take his mage's trial but he doesn't have his magic anymore, so he tries to con his way out. So and he has an animal familiar, which is this guy over here, the squirrel cat. Like, I think that two of them show up on every cover, I'm not sure. For these two, they're like, the squirrel cat is on his shoulder, and on the third one, I have, is like, each gets half of the cover. So I do really enjoy these. They're really fun. They're not that long as far as I know. Let me just double check. They're about, so they're around 300, this is 340 pages, and this one is 396, so they're not that long. They do definitely look shorter, but they're not that long, and they're really fun. And Squirrel Cat is the best thing in the books. So the next is the Darker Shade of Magic series, or trilogy, I think it's trilogy, by V. Schwab. I only read this first one, which is The Darker Shade of Magic. And this series follows Cal, who can travel through dimensions into different Londons. There are four Londons. The Grey London, which is normal London without magic. Red London, where magic is revered. White London, when people fight to control remaining magic. And Black London, which was destroyed by magic. And Cal he works for the crown, but on the side he has this business where he smuggles things from one London to another, and one day he accidentally picks up a piece of Black London, and then somebody steals it, and all the bad stuff happens. I did really enjoy this one. And then we have these are the Montague siblings. I don't know if it's going to be a I think it's going to be a trilogy because as far as I know there are only 3 siblings. So the first one is The Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, and the next one is The Lady's Guide to Petticoats and Piracy, and the third one I don't know how it's called, but apparently it comes in 2021 as far as that's what I saw last when I actually checked. Yeah, this my copy is a little bit damaged, but so I did really like both of these. Actually I like the first one more, only because the second one involves female romance, which is not my favorite, and I get second-hand embarrassment. So yeah, the first one is my favorite. They both like have plots that if you think about it they would never happen, but they happen in these 2 books. So plots are great and characters are great, except for the Felicity, who was the main character in the second one. She's the sister of Monty, the protagonist in the first one, who I found really annoying as the main character, so yeah. And apparently third one follows the gnome, which is how Monty calls their younger brother. I think it's younger brother. I know they do have a younger sibling, but I don't remember if it's a boy or it's a girl, And then I started the Deva Bard trilogy by S.H. Chakraborty. Also read only the first book, The City of Brass. I did really enjoy this, but the thing is, considering they're traveling to the City of Brass, the Deva Bard, I'm not sure, from Cairo, they do spend a lot of time in the desert, so it's like, you know how the desert looks like? There's no much stuff there, so it's like, it's the parts are when they're telling, for example, there's like multiple descriptions how they only can see sand. Okay, I know how the desert looks like. Thank you. I did pass middle school geography class with A's all the years, but the last one, because in 8th grade I had a B. So I do know how the desert looks like. So yeah, that's the only complaint that I have. I will continue on, but just I still didn't get the last 2 books. So then the next is We Hunt the Flame by Hafsah Fazail. I'm sorry, I do have a really hard time pronouncing her name, and is submitting and this is like a really big book. Actually it's really tall and also really chunky. For me at least, it's almost 500 pages long. I usually read books in the range from 100, 200 to 100 to 300, so to 300 or 400 depending. So this is a little bit chunky for me. It did take me like a week and a half to read this, but I really did enjoy this. I think that the only reason I haven't finished it for that long was I did really enjoy the book, but I was thinking, do I really have to read this today? Because I just want to watch TV. So it was like more of me not wanting to read at all and the book's fault. So I did really enjoy it. I think this is only a duology and the next one is coming out soon. Or it already came out, I don't know. But I'll definitely read it when I get it. Then I started the Villains. I think it's the Villain series. I'm read Vicious, and I'm reading Vengeful right after I finish the book that I'm currently reading. And apparently there is going to be a third book that sometime in the future. So that's the only reason why this series is in this video, not the one that is coming next Tuesday, I think. Let me just double check. Yeah, next Tuesday. So this book follows Victor and Eli, who were best friends and roommates in college, and now 10 years later Victor just broke out of prison and they are mortal enemies. And then you have two timelines. One is 10 years ago, that's showing you what happened and how they started being friends, and one in present day that is counting to the present moment. So it's the present timeline starts the night before the thing that is happening right now. So I did really enjoy this, and I think I'm going to enjoy the sequel. And then the last one is the one that I only started 3 days ago. Literally, I started this book 3 days ago. So it's A Pinch of Magic. As you can see, I still do have tabs because I tabbed all the books that I have on my TBR to know, like, this how much you need to read to finish your TBR before the end of the month. So this is A Pinch of Magic by Michelle Harrison. This is about three sisters whose family is cursed and they cannot leave the island. At least the women can, I am not sure for the men. But if the girls tried to run away, but each time they die. And also on the cover they have Russian nesting dolls, which I think that in that whole video, when I finally saw the cover in person, I never seen it in person before. I started fangirling over the Russian nesting dolls, and I call them babushka just because that's the way I used to. My grandmother called them that. So this is really and the only reason why I said my grandmother is still alive. She's 80 something, but still alive and kicking. Not literally kicking, but she actually had a set which is now mine. So yeah, Russian so every time I see the Russian nesting dolls, I'll remember my grandmother, because she used to call them that way. And I always as I said, I do have that set still somewhere in the apartment. And right now I remember that I did not put something in the description of one of yesterday's videos. So yay me for forgetting that. Just because if you watched videos that I posted yesterday from when I'm filming this, and 2 days before I'm uploading this, then you can before this year you can go and click back to video what I watched in November video, just because that video is about to get a new section. As I said, I forgot. So yeah, that's it for this video. Down below I have my social media, my email, and some Google Forms that I would like you which you can do if you want to, because they're just for feedback, so I know stuff. So yeah, that's it for this video. And also, if you like this video, like, share and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.